Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Okami Praiseless Challenge run, whatever, where we have arrived at the Moon Cave. Let's dive right in, quite literally, because the stairs are down, so we have to enter through the miasmic basement or whatever. Now we've got these imps who are going to act like they recognize us. And it's almost like something's gonna happen. They're going to attack us because they're the guards and they recognize who we are. But then they're like, oh, no, it's just a dumb wolf that just happened to stumble into this place by a complete accident. And then they berate us for being an idiot, for letting ourselves wind up here. Probably because we had to fall down a massive chasm just to get to this place. So we can't go there yet. We have to explore the calcified cavern and do something. I don't remember exactly what our goal is here. I know we have to get a mask to disguise ourselves from the imps. But I don't remember exactly where we get that in this place. So onward! Oh no, a new enemy! So we need a cutscene, because new enemies deserve cutscenes, even if they're just normal enemies. They don't have to be bosses to deserve a cutscene, apparently. It's a neat thing, though, because then they show you the picture in the bestiary, and then as you collect more monsters, the bestiary kind of forms into a complete scroll, I think. Oh, I hit him, so I can't try to get a demon fight, not that I remember what skill you have to use on that guy anyway. And there's a new enemy, he's already done. Treasure. Alright, there's the mask. We got an imp mask that we can use to disguise ourselves in this place. Let's see, what do we want to draw on this thing? That was supposed to be a dot. There. We've got a padlock, or at least what's supposed to be a padlock. I decided to go with a padlock as symbolism for how Ami on this quest is chastising herself from being stronger or something. I don't have a consistent thing I do with that anyway. I think I've always come up with a completely different design. So I was trying to come up with something that would be relevant at least to some capacity, and I couldn't think of anything for like a joke or something. So I decided, you know what, let's go with something that represents myself being weak and sucky, and I can't get to this yet. Let's screenshot that so I remember to come back later and get that when I can. Because I don't remember when we get, fire powers. You may have noticed we have 4 health instead of 3 now. That's because I found some sun fragments. I got my third, I think it's 3, my third solar fragment, or yeah, I think that's what they're called. Back in the previous town after I got the gust abilities from the Gale Shrine, I was able to upgrade my health with that. And I never said I can't use that or items or equipment or anything. I'm just not allowing myself to use praise on anything other than the wallet. And now, just because I have this mask, they think I'm a fellow imp, despite the fact that I'm a quadruped, which none of them are. Onward through the gate. And I don't think there's really a whole lot more to this, at least that's worth showing, because the whole idea of this again is the challenge of the lack of praise, but I don't really, if I recall, I don't really think there's any other battles in this dungeon aside from that first one, but I could be mistaken. At first I couldn't remember if there were any battles at all, and I was thinking about actually just this guy's going on about the appetizer to Orochi's sacrifice that I think we have to deal with. You're not supposed to ring it until the appetizer's ready. Okay, so let's go check on that. Chef guy. Apparently, you need to hurry it up. What do you have to say? So the chef has gone missing. He was last seen near the pot. We found the chef. Oh, he's missing his secret ingredients. So we have to go find the ingredients located throughout Moon Cave so he can create the perfect appetizer. How about this? Is this helping? Is this helping flavor the stew? Orochi will like this, right? If it's flavored with me or something. I'm helping! There. I have done my part. Now let's go get the actual ingredients with this key. Let's go kill the lock-faced man with the key. But yeah, as I was saying, I don't really think there's much to this dungeon aside from wandering around. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. I just don't remember there being much in the way of battles. So, unless I'm gonna have to fight to get the ingredients. But at first, I actually started recording this, and was just gonna show Orochi because I didn't remember there being any battles in this place at all. So I was just thinking, I'll just fight Orochi and then leave it at that. But then I started and immediately was like, oh wait, there actually are at least one battle, so I wasn't doing it from the beginning. Have to do this right, or I'll fall into the pit. I need to wait for my ink to fill up. I have like just enough to make this if I were to use all of these. But I don't need to use all of them. I can jump to this one. And then screw up. Whoosh! Shut the eyeball. Okay, yeah, there are more battles. I'm probably going to fight one battle for each ingredient. I don't remember too much about this dungeon. I just remember, all I really remember is the mask, and there having to be something to do with soup.
What do you mean there's only soup?
That's all I really remember aside from the boss. Oh, that's weird. That's a weird projectile move. Circle you. And then whack you! I keep forgetting to use the Golden Fury to get more, Demon Fangs. But whatever, if I really need more of them, I can just take some time to farm them. That's one appetizer ingredient down. I have to take this slowly because I don't have much ink. Otherwise, I could just whip my way across nice and easy without having to waste time stopping. But at this point, I should have at least 1 or 2 more ink pots just from spending praise on stuff. Because I also wouldn't be maxing out the wallet so early. I would be balancing out my stats a bit more, getting more health and ink pots, and only worrying about upgrading the wallet when I actually get to a point where stuff is more expensive. I see you, Treasure. Can I get over there like this? No, I can't make that jump, especially with this water. So what I think I need to do is not that. Hello. Shortcut. Pachow! Yes, shortcut, but I screwed it up. Water spout, don't disappear on me. I still need you because I screwed up this basic jump. Now, what I need to do, I think, is jump, and then, I don't know if I can make that, but I feel like this is what I'm supposed to do. Got it. All for a crystal. Ow, I didn't want to jump into that a second time. I only wanted to jump into it a first time, just for the heck of it. Oh, it healed me. Okay. Maybe move. Or not. Good job, you did it. But it leads to progress. Now let's fight more imps. I should get some demon fangs out of them this time. At least the weak ones. Ow. Lasers! Oh no, skull lasers! Let's get rid of those. Oh, he drops 3 when I slice him in half. I have a lot more demon fangs than I should have because the game just doesn't expect you to get such a strong head start on those. Because you go a good while before the game tells you how to get those from killing enemies. So by the time you're supposed to learn about that, I usually have like 30 or 40 of them, giving me quite the head start. So I usually don't have to worry too much about having enough of them throughout the game. Especially because some of these earlier enemies, I do generally remember what you're supposed to use on them, so I don't have to experiment like one normally would when they're first playing. Through the tunnel! Into this. Oh no, we're under attack. Why are these guys down here? Ow. Those skulls are actually beating me up. So let's get rid of them. Curious. Maybe if we blow up the floor with a bomb, that did nothing. Hello. Zap. That also works. That doesn't look like a thing I should be jumping into, so up this way! Good job, you're doing it. That's how swimming works. Okay, so the map is showing us exactly where the items are. Was one of them this way? No. Oh, that's past the ice over there, so I need to find fire, but I need to remember how to do that. What if I ring this thing early? He told me not to do that, but oh no, it summoned an enemy. Let's fight this enemy. Maybe I need to do that. Okay, that didn't do anything. And it's brand new. That doesn't do me any good, but it's fixed. I need to find a key. There we go. That what did it? Just have to keep whacking this guy, I guess. I see. Complex. Uh-oh. Guards. Blow you out of the air. Alright, I'm pretty sure I have to do all 4 at once, like, not like that. Perfect. Uh-oh, more new enemies. Ice Lips Wheel. Can we just call it that? That's a perfect name. We have discovered the source of all the ice in this place. And now we just have to figure out how to fight it. Like that, apparently. And then the ice thaws because that curse is broken and we reveal the fire bird statue. Yeah, that looks normal. There's nothing strange about that. Another constellation, and now we have fire power so we can get rid of all the annoying ice we've been seeing. I know I can use the fire to melt ice. Like this. Whoosh! And now we have the power we need to explore the rest of this place. Like right here. I feel like eventually those are going to become very handy. Normally I never use those things, but in this case I feel like they'll be useful at some point. Can I use wind to speed this guy up? No, he just stops. Must fight more guys that have the secret ingredients for some reason. It's raining money, and this is probably ingredient number 2. Lips of ice. And maxed out wallet. Now we do not need any more praise for the rest of anything, because we won't be using it on anything else. Before that, because that's probably going to give me a key, there was a frozen treasure somewhere. Where was that? Well, whatever, I can't find it, so let's just press onward. And now fire wheels! So you can even kind of see the ice guy on there because the bestiary ends up forming a complete scroll by the end if you get everything. Now we can use fire against ice! Because these guys should totally be teamed up together. And then fire against ice again to get things. And then we fight fire with wind. Except I think okay, good. Looks like I think I grabbed the fire and thought that was gonna screw it up. But it didn't. Wind you again. You have no power against me. It's almost like this enemy shouldn't exist at this point, but he's there just so you have what you need to defeat Ice Guy. And another ingredient? Yes, an eyeball. And get rid of the ice and move on this way to find a key, perhaps? Yes, a key. Just what we need. And there's a treasure chest, although we can't open these yet, I don't think. I think we need to be able to create fire before we can do anything with that. And that should be soon, because I'm seeing the symbol for it. Oh, Orochi's mad. Oh no, we're running out of time, except not really, because it's a game, so there's no actual urgency whatsoever. Hello, good sir, would you kindly get stabbed in the face and then die? Good job, you did it. You fulfilled your destiny. Well, this is different from everywhere else. Don't play with the ball. No, I'll play with the ball as much as I want. Like lighting it on fire. That did nothing. I need to take this somewhere. Think I can move this? No. Okay, I can move it like that. And there it goes. Bye, ball. Almost. Oh, really? Go away. Reset. Good job. Acha! Acha! They couldn't just have you push the thing. That would be too easy. We're beyond the point of too easy and into the realm of only less too easy. This is a bad spot. No! Ah, saved it. I think it was just a straight shot. I don't need that because that light beam just means that it's a clover. And I do not need clovers anymore because I've maxed out to the no! No! Okay, it just appeared right here. This is super lenient. Oh no! And now I'm sucking. Ugh! Button pressed. Fire starts. That shows us that these things can go on fire. Yay, a map. That won't help me find that treasure chest that was lost, but it's a thing. Hello, are you a shop? Yes, do some shopping. You have nothing of value to me. But I can sell you stuff. I have some of these. Take my incense burner and my crystal and my pearl. And then I will take your treasure. You thought you could keep it safe by freezing it, but you are wrong. I will steal your treasure. Right in front of your face. And then I will sell it to you for money. I just ransomed this guy's treasure back to him. Yet I'm the hero, because that's a heroic thing to do. Now where am I going? Down there? Down there. Ka-cha! No, wait. Wait, I saw that. No! That did the wrong thing. Danger, do not use the cannon, it's out of order. Think I need to shoot it at something. Like that or something, but you have to time it or some stupid thing because it keeps rotating. You made a hole in the wall, now let's head to that hole in the wall. Wind powers! Give me scrolls to run on so I can make it to the things. Although that's really not even necessary. You can probably just use the cannon without doing that. Oh no, an ambush! For some reason, this guy was behind the wall. Ow. I can't hit the pot. Now I can hit the pot. Alright, so we need to get that fire over to that ice. Like that. Go forth, ball. Whoosh. This is gonna take some time because I have no ink. And I can't touch it for obvious reasons. Ah yes, good old restoring 10 health that I will probably never have. Oh no, I fell! Must get treasure. Oh no, I fell. I tried to do a fancy thing that I didn't need to do. Ah! Yeah, ow. Quick, free me! Or only free the treasure, that works. I feel like this is the first dungeon that really feels out like a proper dungeon. Which is appropriate considering who we're going up against. With this being the end of the first major story arc. Although when I first played this game it was weird. because I went into this game initially expecting Orochi to be like the main final boss guy that they introduced you to at the beginning. But then you fight him now, and at first I was like, am I really fighting Orochi already? Is this already the end of the game? I knew it couldn't be because there were still abilities and such that I hadn't acquired, and I didn't even have the third type of weapon yet. There's 3 types of weapons in the game, but I only had 2. I didn't yet have a single sword. So it just felt really weird. Like, part of me felt like this should be the end of the game, but part of me knew that it couldn't be because there was still just so much that I hadn't acquired yet. So it was just really confusing. So I felt like I couldn't be fighting Orochi already, yet I was. Where was that chest? It's really bothering me because I don't remember if you can come back here later. This is a prime example of just the problems with trying to commentate or whatever, because if I weren't, then I would have just gone right to that chest right away. There wouldn't have been any problems whatsoever. I would have remembered exactly where it was and just gone and did it. I would have actually remembered where it was because I would have been able to be paying proper attention as a whole to everything that's going on. So I would have just gone and gotten it, and that would have been the end of it. I wouldn't have been sitting here struggling trying to remember where this chest is. Why is that water spout still active? Where does this lead? Probably some unnecessary shortcut. Oh, that's how I'm supposed to get that chest. Okay. But I did it the right way, the better way, the sooner way. There's no treasure chest hidden down here, is there? No, good. Hello, sir. I brought the ingredients. Is that part really necessary? This doesn't seem like standard cooking practices, but whatever. That sounds good. Increases godhood to max, that's good. There were also those other 3 chests that, again, I'm now forgetting where they were because I'm only half being able to pay attention to stuff. But I know those were a bit further on, I guess, so I'm just gonna have to go find those. Hopefully the fire is lit on those as well. Unfortunately, unlike health, where they have those solar fragments that you can find to gradually increase your health beyond praise, with ink, there's nothing like that. So without using praise, you only have the 3 ink pots. And so that's all I'm going to have. Bong! Does that work? Okay, I need to ring as many times as Orochi has heads. Which is 8. So let's beat the crap out of this bell. Miss. And thus, the appetizer is sent for Orochi to have, because he needs this soup apparently before eating the lady who was brought here for sacrifice. Because he's just picky or something. I feel like demons who demand sacrifices usually aren't picky like that, but this one is. And now we must go up. Take me up, guy. Back up we go. And then they have this merchant here just in case you need to buy stuff. Because they're just considerate like that, so you don't have to worry about getting stuck without items that you may end up needing for the boss. As we press onward to the first real major boss of the game. And the guy who I thought was supposed to be the final boss. But the game tricked me into thinking that when it was not the case at all. But I like how the game is divided up like that into like separate little storylines. It's neat. And it's done in a way where it works really well. How am I supposed to look over? How have I even been seeing this entire time? Oh no, it's Lady! Must save lady. Bad things are happening. Oh no, the ground is breaking. Jump. And then she's like, oh, what? I was just taking a nap. Oh no, bad things are happening. Hello, good sir. Orochi has awoken and one of his heads doesn't really know what's going on. Yes, 100 years have passed since I imprisoned you and you killed me. Because last time, things didn't go too well. Kerpow, go, Sake! Get him drunk. Because that was part of what defeated him last time or whatever. For some reason. We had to get him drunk to fight him. Okay, here we go. Boss time. I don't remember how to fight this guy. I shot him in the face and it did nothing. Yep, barriers are cheating. Don't worry, I'm sure the game will do a good job of explaining exactly what we need to do. He's just ignoring me. Uh-oh, a different person talked. I must now pay attention to what's going on. It's Susanoo with wood armor and a sash or whatever. You came, I knew you'd come. Have no fear.
Underdog is here.
Orochi's trying to sweet-talk Susanoo into making a pact so they can both benefit with great power. But instead of... oh! He just busted through that barrier with a wooden sword. Susanoo's having none of it. He's not about to bend to fear or the whims of this dark fiend. He is here to save Kushi and save the world from darkness. He wishes to only have his own might, not the might given to him by gods or demons. And somehow that tiny little thing is filling this entire moat. I don't think there was enough of that in there to do this, but okay, it works. Alright, round 2. But now we have the purification sake to make him drunk. You just have to, I think, wait for that to happen or something. And then use this to shoot it into him. I don't think that's... is that good enough? Okay, so you have to wait until he's, like, screaming or whatever. Yeah, like that. And then, oh, I can't see, but I can't see. Thank you, game. Okay, that didn't work. There we go. And then he gets drunk, which weakens his barrier. And now we have to do that to the other heads as he shoots all this stuff at us. Oh no! I can't swim good. What am I doing here? Let's get rid of these annoying things. Yes, we must fight by getting our enemies drunk. For some reason, I can just keep swimming now. But I need to get rid of these things, I think. Which I can't do very well in this position. There we go. Oh no, they're still here. They can walk. The water snakes have the power to move on not water. But they give me health, so it's okay. Now he's gonna flood this again. This is an interesting boss, but for how climactic of a fight it is, it's really not that difficult like everything else in this game. Whack! You just gotta figure out how to get him to open up at each form. It's an interesting boss, though. Just this massive Hydra guy, where each head has power over a different element. Ow. And then shoot you. And then he's like, oh, there he is. And then he's like, blah. And then he's like, grov, 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 grov. And then, yay. Yeah, I can figure out what to do just from the first thing you showed me. This way looked closer, I guess. I don't know if it really matters. I think it just lets you get a certain amount of damage in regardless of how long you take. And then you have to take out the other heads and stuff. So let's... Maybe if I whack you now. Yes. Oh no, fire. Oh no. Drink, double drunk. Not really a whole lot to say, unfortunately. This is an interesting boss, but also kind of tedious, and like everything else in this game, is just stupidly easy. Onward, must do more damage. Did we do it? Okay, now his barrier's gone, so now we, I guess, gotta just fight him proper. Now we just have to defeat all the heads. Ow. That did nothing. Ow. I'm actually going to equip a different thing. There. This weapon's not as strong, but I can fire it more rapidly and reliably. Yeah, I can tell that the barrier is down because he's no longer glowing. Now we just have to defeat all the heads by getting them drunk and then shooting them. And then coming over and whacking them. And then switching back to this for close range shotgun action. Kerpow! Duh, 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 kerpow! Bring it, Orochi. You may have killed me last time, but not this time, because this time is the time of the game and not the time of flashback. Meaning I have greater strength. But also Orochi is not at full strength. But it really doesn't matter. Because he sucks anyway. Kerpow! Kerpow! Dodge! Kerpow! That to me get you drunk. Because you're an idiot who's just gonna let me do that. You'd think you would learn after I've done it this many times. Not to give me the opportunity to do that, but whatever. Shoot you, get closer, shoot you. There he goes. Those fireballs aren't very well aimed. I can just go to sleep and heal myself if I need to anyway, because he's so not aggressive. And I have a relic accessory thing equipped where I can sleep and then spend money to heal myself. So there's really nothing threatening about this at all. I could literally just hide away from him, out of his range of attack. And then heal myself, because his attacks suck so much that I could do that if I really needed to. Or those guys drop health also. There's a pro strat. Take out the water guy last, because you can use his worm guys to get health back if you really need pro strats for this game. I'm sure somebody struggled with this boss at some point, but it's just so easy that, like, if you're like a little kid playing this game, like if this was one of your first games, I can imagine it's being difficult at times. But I was already an adult with plenty of experience by the time this game came out, so there was nothing about this game that presented a challenge. Which is kind of a shame. I hope if they make another one of these at some point that they make it more difficult. Or at least add a difficulty setting. I don't know though, I've had theories about why it's so easy. Like maybe they wanted to make you feel like a god since you're playing as a god, so they made it deliberately easy so you have that immersion. Or maybe because this game is based on actual folklore, they didn't, like they wanted to have the main hero as like as this goddess from actual folklore, but they didn't want her being depicted as getting her ass kicked. So maybe they made the game easy on purpose so that you wouldn't lose. I don't know. That's just a random theory I've had before about maybe why the game is so easy is because of that. One of those two reasons. Perhaps either they just didn't want Ami depicted as getting her ass kicked by these enemies for like religious purposes, or they just wanted to make you feel like a god when you're playing as a god, so they made the game easy to give that sort of powerful, dominating immersion. The wooden sword has got Super Saiyan and grown a flower. And now Susanu's like, Kerchunk! With help from me to end this battle and save the realm from Morochi's evil once more, just as it was in the past. Except this time we don't die. Originally we died and turned into and had a statue made of us or whatever. But this time we just win. Or you screw up and Susanoo gets blasted and then you have to do it again. Oh, he's figured it out. He has realized that we've been helping him all this time. But this time he wants to do it on his own. With his own power, he defeats Orochi. Sort of, except it has like probably more to do with the enchanted sword than anything. How long was she up there? Finally, we get a sword. Although I don't really use swords much. They're definitely my least favorite of the weapon types. You can hold them to charge to get a stronger attack, but meh, I'd rather just wail on the enemies with something else. When I first played this game, my favorite setup was to just use two divine, or two rosaries. I liked having them both as the main and sub weapon, but not so much anymore. I'll still sometimes do that, but I feel like I prefer to go with a reflector for the standard fighting, and then still having the beads though for my secondary weapon for ranged combat. But the swords are just kind of meh for me. Just giving us a little bit of lore as to that sword we just got, because it needs to be explained why it appeared suddenly, and then setting us up for the future, for the darkness within Orochi left as he died and went to the sky. The real calamity and chaos had yet to visit the world. So things are only going to get worse from here as we move on to other lands next time, as we head to the next storyline, or whatever. Isun's talking to the narrator. I just felt like I should point that out. With that, the moon cave is complete, and we will be back someday. It'll probably be a while because I've been preoccupied with other things that I meant to talk about during this, but it just didn't happen. And we get fireworks to celebrate our victory. Yay, a festival! But we're not going to be enjoying the festival. Sure, let's save. And with that, I'll see you next time.